You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
It's the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour on a Free Flag Friday. Heidi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. And yourself?
Oh, I am fantastic as well. I cannot believe it's already Friday. How did that even happen?
Right, I know.
So, yeah, this week is just cruising on by. And then it was snowing yesterday. What was that all about?
I know, it was awful. I looked out the window and those flakes were huge.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, please go away.
At least in our neighborhood, we didn't have hail. There were some people that got hail. So, yeah, you got hail. You were getting spring weather. We were getting winter weather again. We had snowflakes that were the size of dinner plates.
They were huge.
Yeah, maybe not that big, but they were gigantic. The good news is I did not have to shovel. They were gone right away. That's the best part of snow this time of year. It doesn't typically stick around. But how weird is that? It was 90 degrees like a week ago, over 90 degrees, a couple days in a row.
Right.
And then it was snowing yesterday. So
Crazy.
Yeah, if you ever wonder what the weather's going to be like, SiouxFallsWeather.com.
This is why people are always sick this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
It's hot and it's cold. It's hot and it's cold.
We went to the hardware store. I was wearing shorts and a short sleeve shirt, and it was snowing out. So, yeah, I'm not a smart man. I don't know if I ever told you guys that. Oh, what? You didn't need me to tell you? You figured that out? If you ever do wonder about the weather, SiouxFallsWeather.com, a wealth of information there. And on Facebook as well, Sioux Falls Weather at Facebook. So it is a Free Flag Friday. I think we should give away a 3x5 flag. What do you think, Heidi?
I love that idea.
All right. It's from our friends at Maximum Promotions on West Avenue in Sioux Falls. They're right underneath the huge American flag. And the winner today is Shannon Kimber.
All right, Shannon.
Congratulations, Shannon. You are the winner of a 3x5 flag and the pole and everything you need to stick it right on the house. All the hardware, all that stuff. Again, beautiful, wonderful, amazing flag. Coming up here in a moment, I'm excited. I get to visit with Shaun Johnson from the Shaun Johnson Big Band Experience. I first met him back in the 1990s. He was in the band, still is in the band, Tonic Sulfa. And he came into the studio at the radio station I worked at, and it was him and three other guys, and they were singing in the studio. And I remember just thinking how cool that was. It was really fun. And these guys are amazing. And then he branched off and did this other thing. And I think like some of the people from Tonic Sulfa are involved in this as well. But he's doing both. So he's not in one. He's in two different bands. Shaun Johnson Big Band Experience will be in Sioux Falls next Tuesday, the 25th. Now, I shared a link yesterday. If you'd like to get tickets, I believe you can still get them. This is a fundraiser for Faith Temple Food Giveaway, an amazing organization. We went and helped one time, and I can't get Heidi convinced to go back and help again. I was like, we should go do that. It's every Friday. So that's coming up later today.
You make it sound like I don't like to help people.
No, I understand. But she's like, hey, we have our own projects we got to get done.
We're trying to redo an entire house.
I know. I'm trying to get out of some work is what I'm saying. But anyway, it is next Tuesday, the 25th at the District. Tickets available now. I've got a link at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with Shaun Johnson right now. He's got the Big Band Experience coming to Sioux Falls. It is Tuesday, the 25th of April. It's a fundraiser for Faith Temple Food Giveaway. Shaun, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for having me on your show.
We're excited to chat with you. And now you have been performing for quite some time. When did you start performing, doing music in the upper Midwest and around the country?
Yeah, we started performing right out of college. I went to school in Minnesota. We formed an a cappella group called Tonic Sulfa at the time. And then a couple of years ago, I'm still doing Tonic Sulfa, but I also split my time with a charitable. It's actually a big band, and I was trying to raise money for charity doing something with music. But it has grown so much that now I split my time between Tonic Sulfa and this big band.
Now, the event that we're going to have here in Sioux Falls, it's the big band, right? Or is it Tonic Sulfa, or is it both?
It is the big band. We've been traveling around the country. We've done shows in Sioux Falls at the Pavilion and such, so this will be an exciting change of venue for us. One of the other gentlemen in Tonic Sulfa, his name is Theo, he plays piano in the big band experience, so we get get to see each other's faces doubly as much. And we've just been traveling around the country for the last couple of years building this as well. It's kind of interesting because I always loved big band, but I didn't know really much about big band music. So I'm also learning as I travel. It's just going to be an amazing time. And I'm super excited to be in Sioux Falls, which is now my hometown.
That is awesome. And this is beautiful music, by the way. Big band music is so beautiful. And I've had a chance to see you perform numerous times, and I love what you guys do. You make it doesn't feel like old music, even though a lot of big band music is, probably is getting close to 100 years old. You make it seem so fun and young and awesome. So good job on that.
Well, thank you. I think when we started, we wanted to basically make all of our influences into this sort of big band sound and make sure that we had musicians from all over. So we had a lot of different tastes, whether it be gospel or country or rock, and kind of blend all that together with big band. And we definitely didn't think we could really sing like Sinatra. So we're like, we better put our own stamp on this, come up with our own individual type music that still rests on those shoulders, but hopefully has a new twist.
So when you're doing this and you're out performing, how different is it when you're doing the big band experience compared to Tonic Solfa? Is it quite a different experience getting ready for a show?
Oh, it's crazily different. Like at Christmas, sometimes we do back-to-back shows, so I have to, first of all, remember two different shows. But the other interesting thing is there's two different languages, like a cappella, when we're talking about how to arrange a song, what we're singing, or these musicians that I now tour with in big bands that are university professors and have traveled with all these other luminaries. It's kind of a crazy different way of speaking, so I'm learning so much. And also, they don't really cross over. Tonic Solfa has its own crowd, its own fans, and big band is starting to grow and have its own crowd and its own fans. And you get to perform in, I think, different places than I'd ever done. I'd never done a club with Tonic Solfa. I'd never been overseas with Tonic Solfa. But with big band, we have done that and continue to now do shows with orchestras. So, yeah, definitely different on many levels.
And I suppose as far as like setting up for a show, when it's the big band, there's a lot of instruments and a lot of mics that need to be connected for that. But Tonic Solfa, it's just, a couple of guys and a couple of microphones. And as simple as they're trying to make that sound, I know that's very complex as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we always wanted to entertain. I think in both groups, it's sort of the thing that I want to do is take people on some sort of journey, ups and downs, and take them away from whatever they've had to deal with that day. And I think whether it was Tonic Solfa or whether now a big band, we were always using a lot of technology. We were always bringing in special guests. We were always trying to make it crazier. So yeah, we probably could have simplified the acapella version, but now I could even go crazier. So it's been really interesting, all the different instruments and all the different parts of both of those shows.
And the event in Sioux Falls is sneaking right up. It's Tuesday, April 25th, 6:30 p.m. It is at a place in Sioux Falls called The District. And this is the second annual Faith Temple Food Giveaway fundraiser. And they do a giveaway every week. It is an amazing organization. Thank you so much for lending your talents and your abilities to help raise money for such an amazing organization.
Well, thank you. I was just happy to be asked. They said tickets are selling extremely well, so that's fantastic. And we just want to raise as much money as possible. I took a deep dive into what they do, and it was crazy how many people they're helping and how much food they give away. But to do that, of course, you've got to raise money. So if I can be a tiny part of that, I'm all in. Absolutely.
Well, I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you.
The second annual Faith Temple Food Giveaway fundraiser, Tuesday, April 25th, 6:30 p.m. It's at the District. And if you get a chance, get your tickets. I'll throw a link to make it easy to find. And you're going to hear some amazing music from Emmy Award-winning artist Shaun Johnson and the Big Band Experience. Again, all of the details can be found at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, April 21st, 1934, that a pretty humorous mix-up leads to a man leaving Sioux Falls forever. In the early 1930s, there were two people named Asa Wilson in Sioux Falls. Asa Wilson, the upstanding businessman and the community leader, and Asa Wilson, a somewhat defiant and wayward young lady. Miss Asa Wilson defied behavior, often landing herself in trouble with the law. And in a small town, the newspaper would often get word of the situation, and run a headline saying Asa Wilson arrested for public intoxication. Or Asa Wilson arrested, raid on large illegal home distillery. Unfortunately, it was Mr. Asa Wilson who people would question and judge and sometimes refuse to do business with. So the older Mr. Asa Wilson began taking out ads in the newspaper declaring that he was not the one in trouble with the law, but it was a young lady sharing the same name. He must just have terrible luck because it was on this day in history that a robbery would occur in downtown Sioux Falls. When the police arrested the thief, they found there was a third Asa Wilson in town. The next day, the newspaper declared Asa Wilson robs downtown. Finally, the original Mr. Asa Wilson has had enough, and he leaves town, moving his family to Washington, D.C., a place that's known to have no criminals whatsoever. This has been This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, April 21st, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity markets continue to tread water beneath significant resistance points as investors weigh the onslaught of earnings reports. While most reports are better than expected, the news is often mixed regarding analysts' expectations, and guidance is more in line with the consensus than not. In the eyes of a market that needs improvement, the news is okay, but not enough to spur a sustainable rally. Next week will be a challenge for the market. Not only does the Q1 reporting season kick into high gear, but the PCE price index is due out next Friday. Given the state of inflation and interest rates, this reading may be more important than ever. A hot report, or even one that's only slightly cooler than before, may not be enough to excite investors. With high inflation, the market needs to expect interest rates to remain high and that general demand will continue to decline. You can get the inside track in your inbox at MarketBeatMinute.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.